Okay. Right.
I have an X squared. I like the same.
Same. Okay, you got one is 4x squared, one's negative 4x squared. You just basically drop the sign. So they're the same width. Okay, same width. Doesn't matter about now one will open down and one will open up, but they're gonna have the same width. Okay, use that as a guide, describe the transformation. You also need to identify the vertex, whether it moves left or right, up or down. Isabel Carden, what about number 6?
I just said right 5 and the vertex is 5, 0.
All right, here's what you got to watch. For the parentheses, it's always the opposite. So instead of right 5, it is left 5. So this one's going to go left 5, and then the vertex is going to be negative 5, 0. Okay, negative 5, 0. Justice.
8.
What do you got for 8, Justice?
I got left 3 up 2. The vertex would be negative 3, 2.
Good. Left 3 up 2, your vertex is negative 3, 2. So we know that. That's going to be, so what that means is negative 3, 2. There's that point, and since it's a positive, and you know it's going to open up, and that's going to be the lowest point. Okay, you know it's going to cut it in half.
For number 6, why is it negative 5?
Why is it negative 5?
Yeah.
Because remember, we are going opposite. Like for this here, x plus 5, you're going to move it left 5. So if you're going left 5, starting at 0, 0, that's where you're heading. Okay? For that, it's always opposite. So like right here, since it's x plus 3, you're going to go left 3 for that one. How about h of x? John, what's going on with that one for number 10?
You go up 4.
You go up 4. And what's going to be the vertex?
4, 0.
No, not 4, 0.
0, 4.
0, 4. Aiden, what's going on with number 12?
Up 6 and right 2.
Okay, right 6 and up 2. One thing here, what does the 1/2 do? What does the 1/2 do?
Makes it
Does it make it wider or narrower?
wider.
Makes it wider. Okay, so it's going to be wider. All right, what's your vertex, Aiden?
2 and 6.
2, 6. Good. All right, now fourth, like you said, 13 and 14, those tend to be, I don't know, a little bit harder. You got to watch this because you got to follow these directions. Identify the vertex. Make a table of values using the vertex and 2 points to the left and 2 points to the right of the vertex. Max, what did we get for the vertex? 14.
I got negative 2, 3.
You did one thing wrong. Positive 2, because this x minus 2, remember we do the opposite. Okay, so we're going to get 2, 3. Now we're going to make an xy table. 2, 3 is going to go right in the middle. So right here is 2. Now I'm going to erase that in a second. I need 2 points to the left. What are the 2 x coordinates to the left? Okay. 1 and 0, what are the 2 to the right? 3 and 4. So I'm going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to plug those in. Now I know my vertex is 2, 3, so I'm actually going to put that here, right there. What's this negative in front going to do? Okay, what do you think that negative in front is going to do, Evan? Any ideas?
Make the x negative.
I'm talking to think about how it's going to affect the graph, I guess. It is.
Make the graph open down.
It's good. Good. It's going to open down. So I get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And all right, so now we want to plug in your values and see what you get. All right, plug in 0. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 squared, though, is what? Positive 4. Don't forget you got a negative in front of there. Now, if you just type it in your calculator, you can do this, but you got to put a negative in front, parentheses, 0 minus 2 squared plus 3, and what do I end up with? -1. All right. Cindy, does yours graph up and down?
I didn't do the graph, so I didn't know what to do.
She said all the right side.
Yeah, but yesterday in classes and we didn't know what to do.
Yeah, you did.
All right. What do you got, Riley? You got the other points?
Yeah.
What do you got?
For 1, I got 2.
Okay.
For 3, I got 2. And for 4, I got -1.
All right, Cindy, make sure you get this down though. All right, so 0, -1, 1, 2, we know 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, -1. Okay, so you got that. 4, -1. We're gonna do a couple things, just flip it over on the back. Just flip it over on the back. All right, write these down and think which one's narrower or the vice versa, which one's wider. Let's do a couple here on the back. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you should. Oh, you should. No. You gotta use the 5 back. Make sure it's even on both sides.
Okay.
There's 2 points to the left, 2 points to the right. Okay? Yeah.
Regular X.
What's that?
Wait, after that, it'd be -1.
-1.
But 0.2 is less.
You want to do the negative?
And I used to
Okay.
4, leave the way
So I get
negative.
this right.
I don't know.
Table right, take 2 points to the left, 2 points to the right. That's right.
Where?
Those ones are bigger than that, yeah.
So you get do another one like it. All right, Styles, which one's narrower?
I don't know.
Oh, man, I have not done a good job teaching this.
Yeah, you got us to do that.
Not on my A game, I guess. Actually, which one? All right, f of x would be narrower. All right, what is the coefficient, Styles, in front of the x squared?
A 1.
Yeah, you can even say -1. What's the coefficient in front of here?
25.
Okay, now, once you have this, and like you did, don't worry about the sign. Basically, you take the absolute value. So this is a 1, and this is 0.25. All you need is whatever the coefficient is in front of the x squared. Now, the higher the number, the narrower the graph. The closer the number is to 0, the wider the graph. So this one's going to be wider, which means this one's going to be narrower. All you need to do is look at the number. The negative only tells you whether it opens up or opens down. It does not have to do with how necessarily the width. So which one is narrower? F of x would be narrower. Okay. Now when you're looking at these, the only number that matters is the number in front of what? X squared. Only number that matters. Now also we said, we're not concerned with the negative. So this is a 4. This is a -5. We're basically going to take the absolute value, where the absolute value of 4 is 4. The absolute value of 5 is 5. So the bigger number means that it is narrower. So which one is narrower? G of x. So the G of x is narrower. G of x is narrower. Okay, for that one. Now, you may see things like this, okay? You're saying, well, what number's in front of the x squared? Well, you would have to do a little bit of work, but essentially, whatever that 2 would be whatever's in front of the x squared. This would be a negative what? 1. What number is bigger? 2 is bigger, so which graph is narrower? Good. F of x is narrower. F of x is narrower. Okay. So just look at the x squared for that. All right, now we talked about transformations. Transformations are things that have been moved. You can slide, you can rotate. Basically, we're just sliding in this case. We're using x squared as our guide, which means x squared is the graph that hits at 0, 0 with the vertex. So for this one here, where Michael Carney, any ideas how would you describe the transformation? What was that?
No.
Not sure yet?
Not sure.
All right, so what are we looking at? Let's see what we're looking. Emily Niedermeyer, any ideas? Aiden, help her out.
Am I giving you the vertex of that, or am I telling you where it moves?
Which way, where it moves, which is basically the same thing as vertex, but where does it move?
It moves to the right 4,
Okay.
and then up 3.
Okay, whatever is in parentheses tells you left or right. But it's kind of backwards. Okay, so right here, if I take a look, if I go to y equals and if I just put in x minus 4 squared, okay, that is just going to move it right 4. Got it? Okay, so it's kind of backwards. If I tack on a plus 3, then it also moves it up 3. So that number at the end moves it up or down. The number in parentheses moves it left or right. So what is then, Emily Milholm, the vertex?
4, 3.
It is 4, 3. Okay, so that's what it's asking for. In the parentheses, it tells you left or right. If there is a parentheses, up or down is the plus 3. All right, so now take a look at this. This 3 doesn't move it. What does that 3 do? Makes it narrower. All right, so where does this one move? 3 times x plus 2 squared minus 8. All right, so in that case, what do we think? Emily Niedermeyer. Good. There you go. Left 2, down 8. That means its vertex is -2, -8. The 3 lets me know that it is narrower than x squared. Okay, narrower than x squared. All right, take a look at this one. Write down anything you can about it, and then for the next one, I'm going to hand you this. There's a couple graphs, and it's easier to do it on here. All right, Michael Carney, what's happening?
Why do you keep calling on me?
Because I want you to learn this. I want you to do well. I want you to figure it out. Because I care about you, Michael. Yeah.
No, that's a lie.
I want you to do well. Any ideas yet?
Down 6.
Down 6. It does not move left or right because there's no parentheses. The 1/4 will make it wider. Okay? The vertex will be 0, -6. Okay? For that one. Now, all right, this is why I handed you this out. These are like those two on the bottom that use the half sheet I just gave you. It matters what points you pick. You cannot just do -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Be careful. Okay, understand that. So it says identify the coordinates of the vertex. Make a table of values using the vertex and 2 points to the left and 2 points to the right. What is the vertex? Okay.
2, -3.
It is 2, -3 because it moves right 2. It moves down 3. So your vertex will be 2, -3. All right, now you're going to you got room there on the left. You're going to have an XY table. 2, -3 will be in the middle. All right, think this, I don't know if this, whoa, what's going on? I don't know if this helps you or not, but here is 2. I need 2 points to the left of 2. What are the 2 points to the left? 1 and 0. What are 2 points to the right?
3.
Those are my points that I have to use. Don't use -2, -1, 0 because it won't give us the figure that we need. You plug those into the equation, then we graph them. You plug those into the equation, then we graph them. Sorry, there's the equation. Okay, so there's your equation. Plug in 0, see what you get. Plug in 1, see what you get. Yes, use your calculator is fine. Absolutely. John, you got them?
Yeah,
What you got?
0, 1, 1 -2, 2 -2, 3 -2, 4 1.
All right, those are correct. Do you agree?
Yes.
Now, 0, 1. Put a dot there. 1, -2. Put a dot. 2, -3. 3, -2. 4, 1. Here's why we want to pick these points, because we want to hit the vertex, and then we want to get 2 points to the left and 2 points to the right. And then we want to connect. So if you just did -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, you would not get a V-shaped or a U-shaped figure, and it wouldn't look the same. Okay, for that. Right 2, down 3, pick that up. Now, okay, same idea. We're gonna do the same thing, same directions. Write that equation down for number 2, if you would. Styles, can you give me the vertex?
3, 6,
Not +3, but
-3, 6.
-3, 6. -3, 6. So I'm gonna put that in the middle. And I need 2 points to the left and 2 points to the what? Right, so -3 is here. What 2 points would be? So it would be -3. Be careful, we go up to the right and then we go down to the left. So -5, -4, -3, -2, -1. So I'm gonna go in that order. Plug those in. Make sure you plug them in correctly. Aiden, did you get an answer for -3 yet? No.
For what? Wait, -36.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm at -5.
Yeah, minus
-2?
Yeah.
Okay, so -2. Okay. All right, how about Angelina, how about -4? What do we want to plug in -4? +4? Okay, and then how about -3 better be 6? Isabella, you got -2?
Oh shoot. I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did you put negatives?
Wait. Yeah. Oh, -2, I got 4.
Okay, that's fine. And then -1, you better get -2. So -5, -2, -4, 4, -3, 6, -2, 4, and -1, -2. Okay, and so there's your graph. And then why is it open down? Because you got a -2 in the front there. Okay, for that one. And it's going to be narrower if you compare it to the one next to it. It should look narrower because it has a 2 here, not a 1. All right. All right, I'm gonna give you the practice test here. I'm gonna start on that. Get out a clean sheet of paper. You are going to need your notes from the earlier part of the. Long list.
That's why he says.
You can't wait.
Never mind, Max.
Right.
What?
Stop. Stop.
I'm not kidding. You're trying to make it silly. That's exactly what. What? I was grabbing my calculator.
I'm not very good at word
Stop.
trying to think.
Alright, we'll get in trouble. Hey, here's what I'm gonna assign, 1 through 11, the front. We'll get the back tomorrow. Let's take a look at a couple of these together, so at least you got a few done, in case you get stuck, because it's been a little bit of a while. So you do need to do this on a separate sheet, you can put your name on this, that's fine. But let's see what we can get through here. Remember, your test will look very similar to this. I gotta double check the point value. Actually, I can do that right now. See how many points it is. Actually, 54 points, it looks like. 54.
But how?
Alright, number one, what do you do to check if you're given a table? You don't graph it, what do you do to test? You test the second difference. Now this is what we went through earlier. Now you can either put it X, Y, you can make it go vertical, or you can keep it horizontal. That's fine, but what do we got there? -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And let's see, I got -12, -5, -4, -3, and 4. All right, you have to test the second difference. So you subtract the Y values. And you always go the right minus the left, but basically you gotta just tell me how far it either increases or decreases. -12 to -5, that's an increase or a decrease? Increase of how much? 7, so put a +7. -5 to -4, that's an increase of 1. -4 to -3, increase of 1, and -3 to 4, increase of 7. That's your first difference. But now you gotta check your second difference. 7 to 1 is a decrease of 6. 1 to 1 is 0. 1 to 7 is an increase of 6. So since I got the second difference is not a constant, what does that tell me about the function? Good, not quadratic. Not quadratic. Since the second difference is not a constant. Okay, second difference is not a constant. Now you gotta show me those steps. You gotta show me the +7, +1, +1, +7, the -6, 0, 6. You gotta do that. The second one. Now I'm going to, like I said, it doesn't matter whether you do this vertical or horizontal, just so that you see it both ways. I'll do this one a vertical. X is -2. -1, 0, 1, and 2. What are my Y values? 4, 1, 0, 1, 4. Okay. So what, from 4 to 1, that is a what? Minus 3. 1 to 0?
+1.
That's a -1. 0 to 1 is a +1. Yeah, that sign is gonna be really important. You get that sign off, things will be, will look incorrect. All right, now -3 to, Robbie? What we got?
+2,
Okay,
+2,
okay,
+2.
+2. Absolutely gotta see that. Absolutely gotta see that. +2, +2, +2. So therefore, since the second difference is a constant, it is quadratic. Okay, it would be a U. Quadratic since the second difference difference is a constant. All right, good. All right, look at number 3 and just kind of ask yourself, you know, how to answer it. You know what the answer is. Okay, just kind of, that's kind of the main thing here is like when you see this problem, do you know how to answer it? or not? Okay, so for 3, Lane. Do you know what the answer?
No, I forget.
All right, that's what I need to know. First question, there's 2 questions. Is it a quadratic? Okay, is it a quadratic? Michael Carney, since I care about you.
Yeah.
It is a quadratic. What's the only thing you need to do for it to be a quadratic? Gotta be an x squared in it. Okay, now does it open up or open down?
Open up, down.
You gotta be really careful here. You cannot tell me. What do we gotta do first, Emily?
There's a 4 squared.
You gotta get y by itself, which means I gotta subtract 4x squared. Because if you look at it, you say the 4 is positive, it opens up. That's not gonna be the case. You've gotta get y by itself.
That's a negative.
Is it negative 2x? Okay. Now that x doesn't affect whether it opens up or down, but you have that. Work on your comprehension. Okay, so it is quadratic. Since there is an x squared, I'll put it here, and it opens down. Okay, opens down. Now, it says use a table of values to graph the quadratic function y equals negative 3x squared plus 5. Now you're just gonna have to draw it on there. I would find your points first, and it tells you what to plug in. So you are gonna plug in this case, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Y equals negative 3, what is it, x squared plus 5 for that one. All right, I'm gonna let you kind of go from here. Do you remember the equation for the axis of symmetry? That is x equals, that's gonna come up here on one of these problems. All right, what do you need to get done for homework or for classwork? 1 through 11. Okay, 1 through 11. All right, go ahead, this is number 4. See how far you get. Some of these do not take long. And if you just totally forget, just skip it. Don't stop. Skip it. Okay, and we'll come back to it tomorrow. All right, so 1 through 11. 1 through 11.